Yo, what's going on, traders? I know that I haven't posted for a while, but I'm back and I want to give you guys some major sauce. I want to show you the strategy that I'm currently using for US30 that has really been helping me a lot. Now, the thing that you need to take into consideration is when you're trading, you need to focus on the timing. Timing is literally the most important element when it comes to trading. So the times that I'm trading during the New York session, but when I start trading, I like to avoid the market open. So I'm not really trading right when the market opens at 6:30 a.m. PST. That's my time in California. I like to wait about 5 minutes after. So 6:35 is where I'm going to be present in front of my laptop. And I kind of want to tell you guys the whole strategy that I'm using with trading. It's not just like trading itself, but I have an alarm set on my computer that I wake up at 5:45 a.m. I stretch for 5 minutes, and then right after that I go for a run. Now, the reason as to why I go for a run is to really wake my body up. Maybe if you want to take a cold shower, you can do that, jump into the pool, whatever it is. But I've really came to a conclusion that when I go for a run before I trade, I'm wide awake, because with me in California, it's 6:30 in the morning. Like, no one's really going to be mentally aware and be able to respond correctly trading wise when it's so early. So with me, I wake up at 5:45, stretch for 5 minutes, and then I go for a quick 1 mile run. Right after that, I hop right in the shower. I take a quick cold shower, and then after that, I go over a little article that I have from a book that I'm reading. So I just go over this article to really refresh my mind to know exactly what I should be doing, how I should be thinking. And then by the time that I'm done with all that stuff, I'm mentally aware and my body is awake, and that's when I start trading. So once I get to the computer, I'm looking at the charts at like 6:35. This is what I see. Now, what I have on my charts is I have two charts lined up back to back. So I have my minute 5 chart right here. And then to the right, this is where I have my minute 15. So let's go to current price. Boom. Okay. Now I'm going to go over all my indicators that I'm using. I do have the 20 moving average, the yellow line right here. I have the 200 EMA and the 50 EMA. Now, the difference between the 20 moving average and the 50 move, or the EMA and the MA is the moving average, but the EMA, it's a lot smoother than I recognize. So it's really easy to see when price action is above it. That means we're in an uptrend, we're most likely going to buy. And then when we see the candles or price action is below the moving averages that are the EMA, that's giving us a good sign we're in a downtrend and we're most likely going to go short, we're going to sell. And then I also have my sessions. So the sessions basically tell me when the session is that I'm trading. So we could see this highlighted zone right here, the blue one, that's our New York session right here. So here's a little review of what happened today. And the reason as to why I like to use two time frames at the same time is because when I line my cursor up here on the minute 15, it correlates with the minute 5 right here, and vice versa. So we can see here's the market open right here at 6:30. It shot up and shot down, and that's why I like to avoid that, because there was that false breakout right there, and it really didn't close the way that I wanted. So when I'm trading, I like to look for certain patterns. I'm going to make this very, very simple for you guys. I'm looking for A and V patterns. That's it. And what I mean by that is like a V pattern, then we have an A pattern right here, then we have a V pattern, A pattern, V pattern. Super simple. That's all I'm looking for. But when I'm looking at these A and V patterns, I'm looking for a reversal candle within those patterns. So if I see a doji, spinning top, a shooting star, I'm going to take a trade. But I do limit myself to a certain time limit. So when I'm trading, I only like to trade from like 6:35 to 8:30 a.m. So I'm giving myself about a 2-hour time window. And also when it comes to my trading days, I'm trading Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. I do not trade Wednesday and Friday. I've just come to a conclusion that those days are very unpredictable, especially on Wednesdays. The market is very choppy. Now, another rule that I have is I take 2 trades per day. I've realized lately that if I'm taking like 10 trades per day, that means that I'm emotional. That means that I'm in the wrong state of mind, because when you're trading, you just want to have one really good trade play out. You want to catch that 1,000 pip move or that 2,000 pip move and then call it a day, you're good. So you guys also need to come into the markets the week before, prior to the week starting. You need to have your goals set. What am I aiming for? How many pips? Let's say I'm aiming for 4,000 pips. Okay, to make 4,000 pips, I need to catch 2 trades with 2,000 pips, or I need to catch 4 trades with 1,000 pips each. You guys need to have all this information already set in your mind so you know exactly what you are aiming for. A lot of people, they're just showing up to the markets to trade. This isn't a game. This isn't a casino, guys. Like, you want to be mentally aware of what you are going after in these markets. So this is Tuesday right here today. I'm going to go back on the minute 5 to Monday and see if we can see a clear setup on our times. Okay, super clear setup right here. Let me go back on the minute 15, see how it lines up. Okay, so we can see we have this big rejection candle. This was 6:30 to 6:45 a.m. right here. Long rejection candle, basically telling us, okay, look, this long wick is telling us that we had a lot of people buying right here. And all these people are trapped in buy positions right here. Now, price is most likely not going to go all the way back up here. It might retrace a little like it did right here. But after this candle close, that's when we really saw a nice push to the downside. Now, if we go to the minute 5 right here, here was the market open right here, 6:30 to 6:35. Then this candle was 6:35 to 6:40. So at 6:40 a.m. we saw a really nice rejection candle, and it did reject the 34750 level. So we can see that that level was rejected, and we could see that we did get a very nice reversal candle right here. Now also, I want you guys to notice that we have a beautiful A pattern right here. That A pattern is basically telling us, like, look, we're rejecting this. And also, I did not tell you guys this. When we're seeing A patterns, that means we're going to be looking for sells. When we see V patterns, we're going to be looking for buys. So like I said, we have that A pattern with the reversal candle in it right here. We have a hammerhead candle. So if we play this back right here, there's a market open, then boom. And when I'm trading, guys, I always wait for the candle to fully close. I wait for the candle to close, and then once it closes, that's when I'm going to get confirmation of what I'm going to do. So usually about 5 to 10 seconds before the candle closes, that's when I'm going to enter a position. Okay, so we have a short candle right there, a good nice reversal candle, a hammerhead candle. So I would have lined up for a short, would have entered by market execution, have my stops right above that wick. So we're risking 436 pips. I would have aimed previous support right here for about 1,000 pips. And if we play it back, boom, within 5 minutes, we're up already over, let's see, over 500 pips, 550 pips. Then boom, another 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Within 10 minutes, we're close to our TP. I would have trailed my stop loss, closed 50% profits, and let this trade right out to TP. And then boom, within 15 minutes, we caught 1,000 pips on that trade right there. So this is what you guys need to understand. You need to understand that when we're trading, we are being very, we're just waiting for that perfect setup. I lost my train of thought, guys, for a second. But we're just waiting for that perfect setup. And a lot of us out there, we're forcing these perfect trades, or we're forcing these trades that aren't really our ideal perfect setup. So that's where you guys need to kind of look at this video and after figure out, all right, like, what's my perfect setup? I know I have my strategy on how I trade, but when am I going to take a trade? You can use my strategy if you want. Maybe you want to look for patterns like A and V patterns with the reversal candle in it. That's something that I use that works amazing for me as well. I use like my moving averages to see maybe it's rejecting it. Maybe these reversal candles are rejecting a certain zone like it did right here at the 34750. It's really up to you. If you guys have not followed me on Instagram, definitely follow me on Instagram. There should be my link in the description below. And my program is actually on a massive sale. So if you guys want to learn how to trade, check the link in my description below. Without further ado, guys, I'll see you on the next video. Peace out.